Welcome to County Portal, your simple source for local government services and public records. Let's get started.
Do funeral homes keep copies of death certificates? This is a very common question, especially when you find yourself needing a copy months or even years after a loved one has passed. The simple and direct answer is no, funeral homes do not typically keep long-term copies of official death certificates. Today, we're going to explain why that is, what the funeral home's actual role is, and most importantly, where you need to go to get a copy. First, let's understand what the funeral home does. Think of them as the facilitators of the process. After a death, the funeral director gathers all the necessary personal information from the family, such as the deceased's full legal name, date of birth, parents' names, and social security number. They then work with the doctor, medical examiner, or coroner who completes the medical portion of the certificate, which is the cause of death. Once all this information is compiled, the funeral home files the completed certificate with the appropriate government agency. This is usually the local registrar or the state's Office of Vital Records. The funeral home doesn't create the official record, they simply file it with the government. At the time of the funeral arrangements, they will ask you how many certified copies you need and will order them from the state on your behalf. This is a service to make things easier on the family. So, why don't they just keep a copy on file for you? There are a few critical reasons. The main reason is privacy and security. Death certificates are filled with sensitive, personal data that could be used for identity theft. For a private business like a funeral home to store decades worth of these documents would be a massive security liability. They are not equipped or authorized to be a permanent archive for such sensitive information. The second reason is that they are not the official record keepers. The government is. The only entity that can issue a legally recognized, certified copy of a death certificate is the Vital Records Office in the state or county where the death occurred. A photocopy from a funeral home's file would not be an official document and would not be accepted for legal or financial matters like closing bank accounts or claiming life insurance. A funeral home might keep a temporary, non-certified copy in their case file for a short period after the services are complete, but you should never rely on them for future needs. So, if you need a copy, you must contact the Office of Vital Statistics or the county health department where the person passed away. You can usually order copies online, by mail, or in person. Be prepared to prove your identity and your relationship to the deceased, as access to these records is rightly restricted to prevent fraud. The funeral home is your guide, but the government is the official record keeper. Thank you so much for watching. If this video helped clear things up for you, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more simple, straightforward answers about funeral planning and related topics. If you have any other questions, please leave them in the comments below.